Hey guys, it's Unqualified Critics. Been a minute since I talked to you, so hopefully you're still here, and we'll see if you're still interested in hearing about home arcade. But I thought these new cabinets that are dropping for pre-orders right now look really interesting. These new Arcade1up Legacy cabs. So I want to talk to you guys about it. Now, I've said in the past that any of these home arcade companies should really stick to authenticity as much as they can. And yet, here are some designs where they're really just having fun with the design a bit for these Street Fighter cab variants. And actually, though, I like it. And maybe that's hypocritical because I've said otherwise before, but I think in this case, this looks pretty cool. And they've done a lot of Street Fighter cabinets. I really like Big Blue. Not a perfect design, but pretty authentic, pretty slick. And actually, this makes me wish we got a Big Blue with a molded coin door, by the way, because I really think that kick plate was the worst part, not how narrow it was or anything else that some people complained about. To me, it was just needed a different kick plate. Regardless, thought it was a nice design, thought it was pretty authentic. These are kind of a little more fun. These are kind of a man cave type design more so than just an arcade design. But at the same time, I don't think they would really look out of place. I mean, this is pretty sweet. I like that old black and white snow design. They kept that heritage design on the control panel, but then they give you some new artwork for the anniversary. I think the marquee looks super cool, provided they get the backlighting right here. This has an opportunity to be a really cool looking, kind of unique marquee. Anyway, though, I think the bigger picture here is that the legacy cabinets seem to be the future of Arcade1up. I mean, where are the Pro Series? Yeah, I've been out of the game a little bit, admittedly, but I've not heard anything about Pro Series. I don't know when Killer Instinct are coming out. I don't know if we're getting other Pro cabs. I know we have the XL cabs dropping and have dropped. People have got the golden T and other stuff. So we know XL is the thing, but where is Pro? And are there going to be XL or Pro variants of everything in the future? I assumed yes when that stuff was first announced, but now I don't know. I'm thinking with rising price costs, rising shipping costs, and we were all saying this stuff 6, 12 months ago, hey, these prices are going up. Well, guess what? They're still going up. It's getting worse. Shipping container availability, I don't know this for a fact, but I would strongly guess is at just really an all-time low. It's hard to move goods right now. Everybody knows that. So why would you go for $1,000 Pro cabs? I don't know. Maybe those can absorb the cost of shipping a little better, but I would think retailers want to keep that price as low as they can. Budgets are tight in a lot of households all over the world. It's not just the US. People really are having a rough time in a lot of cases. Here's an example of a $500 cab that looks bang on cool, very nice. I love the control panel. I love the sloping. I love the shape. I love how it protrudes. I mean, this is really nice in my opinion. I love this front panel here. It continues the design down. It's slick, but it's also not $1,000, but it also doesn't look like a child's toy. This is a nice place for Arcade1up to be. And when I stopped making these videos for a while, I still kind of think home arcade sort of peaked. I don't know if we're going to continue to see the growth and excitement around it like we saw over the last few years. I don't know that that's anybody's fault. It's just these products are here. They've been here. They've iterated. They've gotten pretty nice. But people have a lot of cabinets now, and how much further can you go? But man, I think OneUp has really done well with the design. I mean, obviously these are just images, right? We're not seeing these in the wild, or at least I haven't seen them in the wild yet. Clearly these Street Fighter cabinets aren't out. But I think they look nice. And if they continue down this path, assuming a lot of assumptions, right? The audio can't be terrible. The monitors can't be terrible. Although I think their 17-inch monitors have been fine from what I've seen and heard and played myself. I think it's when you get into those 19-inch monitors, they had some problems there. And look, if we're talking about washed out junk screen versus a 2 inches less, believe me, give us the 17-inch monitor. It might look weird on a larger cabinet, but it ain't worth it having a screen that's washed out if you look at it, 2 millimeters off axis or whatever bullshit. So anyway, long story short, these look interesting. As far as games, so the Street Fighter comes in 2 different skins, but they are the same title. Puzzle Fighter, awesome. Few games here, guys, honestly, I'm not familiar with. King of Dragons, Pro Gear, Battle Circuit. These aren't games I know, so I'm going to look them up, and I'll put some footage on screen while I'm talking. Saturday Night Slam Masters, very nice. Capcom Sports Club, nice. That was a game I learned about with my Big Blue cabinet. Gigawing, I don't know about that. So, and Final Fight, awesome. I don't know if any of these other titles are beat 'em ups, but Obviously, Fight on Fight is, and it's nice to have a beat 'em up thrown in with multiplayer games like Puzzle Fighter or traditional fighting games. So that's cool. Anyway, though, I guess my point is I don't know about a lot of these games, so I'm not going to comment. If I liked them, you could tell me in the comments. But I like to see the suggested variety, and I like to see a little bit more of an obscure title. But I'm still wondering when we're going to get Magic Sword on one of these Capcom cabinets. I don't understand why we never get Magic Sword. I never beat it in the arcade because you can play it for like 100 hours to get through all those damn levels. That's a title that needs to be in the home more than the arcade. All right, and then the Bandai Namco Legacy. I mean, really, it's a Pac legacy. Miss Pac, Pac-Land, Pac Plus, Super Pac, Pac and Pal, Mania, Galaxian, Galaga, Dig Dug 2, which I've really learned to love Dig Dug 2. Dig Dug was my game back in the day. I always ignored 2, missing out. Mappy, very cool. Rompers, for me, not so much. Dragon Buster and King and Balloon are not games I'm familiar with, so I need to look those up as well. But again, just continuing with, it's the Pac titles for the most part people want. It's Galaga, which everybody wants, especially on a Miss Pac, especially on a stand-up. That's fantastic. And then, they could have just given us Dig Dug 1 because it already has a lot of titles, but you still get Dig Dug 2. You still get Mappy. So it feels like they're not holding back with the titles any longer. It feels like they're giving up the goods, so to speak. The prices are reasonable. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'll drop a link to this below, an affiliate link if you want to support the channel and try and pre-order this bad boy for $500. You could do that. Let me know what you think. Is this getting you excited for home arcade again, or maybe you always were the whole time and it was just me getting burned out? I don't know. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.